In today's video, we are going to explore the best suggestions of the week from the Minecraft Community Suggestions subreddit. Starting off with Ispam's idea: if an anvil falls on a decorated pot, the pot will shatter and drop the shards and bricks used to craft it. I mean, it only makes sense and would be a funny sight, or not. Collecting Brass responded, that would be pretty funny, and I can't think of any issue with it. They should probably have a minimum height for that to happen so they can smash through a pillar of pots. What if anvils could break suspicious sand gravel, turning it into normal sand gravel, and maybe shatter glass? The next suggestion is by Mind of Charlie, adding birds like crows. I think it would be so cool if they added birds to the game. To be able to see them flying overhead and in trees would be so cool. One they could add would be crows. Just like real life, they would land in our crop fields and steal our crops or break them. So then, we would need a scarecrow, but make an actual craftable, placeable scarecrow, maybe the size of the armor stand, but with a fence post under it, that we can place in fields to help keep them off crops. But we could also tame a crow, since they are smart in real life, and since they like shiny objects, they can fly out and bring us shiny things like iron nuggets, an ingot, a random tool, and such like that. Kelio5 responded, it is definitely odd that they have parrots but no other birds. I'd love something like pigeons that can transport bundles of items over long distances, or a hawk that can act like a flying wolf basically. Although something to consider is that your crow is basically a griefing mob. Not sure how much players would love that, especially if scarecrows mess up their farm aesthetic. One Pizza Me 142 suggested all chicken should have tail feathers. If the cold chicken has tail feathers, why not all of them? Maybe the others even get unique shapes of tail feathers. Milthan Arcaneer responded, oh, they do have tails, but theirs are kinda tucked, hence having just a little bump on their back. So their tail is there, but it's just on the texture. Cold chickens are fluffier and their plumage is thicker, so they can't tuck their tail as much. You can also notice their mother is larger in volume, and they have feathers coming off their head too. The next suggestion is by Just Guarantee 7808. Allow players to choose which biomes generate in the overworld. Pretty self-explanatory. Similar to the Buffet world setting, you can select any biomes you want to be in the world. Smelio wrote, I like it if they were added, especially if they made it more customizable. It would be nice to eliminate normal caves and only have lush, dripstone, etc., which I believe is currently not possible because of how cave biomes work, as well as getting rid of all known cave biomes entirely to make a cave world fully in vanilla. Similarly, you could have a world with no caves for an extra challenge, perhaps even making it a Sky Island type world. And the last suggestion is by Explicity. Music discs should be found in more structures. It would be cool to see some previously mob drop specific music discs being obtainable from existing structures, just as Melohy and Wait being obtainable in buried treasures, which already exist in Bedrock Edition, though I don't see why this shouldn't be added to Java as well. Stall and Word being found in woodland mansions, blocks being found in dungeons, etc. This would help diversify the music discs that the player finds it in the world, as opposed to the generic Cat 11 and 13. Pepe Arrow responded, I don't know why the unique disc without the default grey look like Big Step or Lelic are all chest loot, but all but a few of the grey ones are creeper drops. Either Mojang should do what you're suggesting, or they should add more unique discs that needs to be obtained from the creeper method. Maybe that requires them to be killed by strays or by bugged instead, or both. Alright, so these were some of the most interesting suggestions of the week. If you want to hear more suggestions from the subreddit, please check out this video.